Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, which is now the penultimate week of the 21-22 Premier League season. I can't believe it is week 37. And I've been meaning to get this guy on because I've been on his prediction show 3 times this season. And let's just say I have beaten him 3 times in a row. So, hoping to redeem himself is Mr. Glen Kightley. Very welcome to the channel. How are you, mate?
I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but good for you. I'm very good. I'm still recovering from yesterday's result, but let's hope we have a good end to the season. It's come very, very quickly. It feels like the other day when we were having Alisson scoring for you guys in the last minute of the end of last season and the Euros. It's already a year, so really enjoying it though. Good season so far.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, have you recovered from last night?
I have. Obviously, it's never nice losing to Tottenham. It's never nice. But the thing is, the truth is, we always beat them at our place and they always beat us at their place. Like, it's been like 8 years since we won. There. And before that, I think it was another 3 or 4 years before that as well. So I usually don't expect us to win at Tottenham. I'd actually said we are going to beat Chelsea, but lose to Tottenham. I was really scared of that game. So obviously, we were very lucky that we actually got those 3 results against West Ham, Chelsea, and United. Otherwise, it would have been in a bit of trouble. But let's hope that's the only trophy they pick up this season, the win against Arsenal. Let's hope we capitalize on getting the top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's say hello to a few people because there are a few people in here. Gary Richards, hello. Good to see you in here. Talk MU as well. Hope you are good. Sebastian is in. Hiya, good people. Liz Golden, like and share the stream. Yeah, absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. We've only got 2 more of these, which is very, very strange to say the very least. Gary is saying hi to Liz. Good afternoon, Josh. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Hope you are good. The legend that is Jack Mac LFC. Hope you are good. Really looking forward to meeting you 2 weeks tomorrow, mate. Cannot wait to finally meet you as well. Hey, Gary and La, how are you? I'm good, Gary. I am very, very good. Now, we do have 12 games to predict. Now, last week, I did take on Michael Talks Football, and it was going so well for Michael right up until the last couple of games where I managed to pip him by 14 points to 11. So very happy to get a win because the last couple of times I've actually been beaten. So Glenn, a little bit of optimism for you. I have been beaten the last couple of times. So we shall see anyway there. And hello to Andrew as well. I did see you were on PS4 earlier. I've just been too busy. Funnily enough, we actually had a dishwasher. Sorry, not a dishwasher. A tumble jar be delivered. So I've literally spent the last 20 minutes getting that unraveled and just trying to just get into place. But I managed to do it. So yeah, definitely. I can't wait to meet you in 2 weeks. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Definitely. Good to have you here. Glenn, says Liz. And hi, lads. Hope you are well. Chris Welsh. And I hope your first day went very well also as well. And greetings from North Korea, says Diz Dane. Good afternoon, Diz. Hope you are very, very well. I know you're sick and tired of saying Tottenham, but it is the first game on Sunday lunchtime. This is a 12 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, all the games are on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. Strange, but well, we move. Tottenham against Burnley, 3 wins to Spurs, 1 draw, 1 win to Burnley. Last meeting was a 4-0 victory to Tottenham. Is this the kind of game that Tottenham could easily slip up after beating Arsenal?
I'd love to think so. I'd really love to think so. But man, Son is going for the golden boot. Kane is on fire once again. He always scores against us. Burnley obviously needs something from this game. I still think Leeds could go down instead of them, even if Burnley don't win, because they still have to play Aston Villa midweek or something, I think Wednesday or Thursday. I'd love to see Burnley getting a point. I think they beat them at Burnley at Southampton. I think they beat them like 1-0 or something in that game. So I'm hoping for the same, but I really can't see it. Tarkowski and me are both out. So basically no defenders there up against Son and Kane. If Tarkowski was there and me was there, then probably they would have had a chance of getting a 1-0 or something, a 0-0. A draw would be great for us, but I really can't see it. I can see Tottenham winning both games. So I am going to... You want me to give me a prediction right now?
Give me your score prediction.
I can't see it being like 3 or 4, but I can see them definitely winning. I can see Burnley getting a goal, so I'm going to go for Tottenham 2, Burnley 1.
Oh, Tottenham 2, Burnley 1.
Yeah.
Interesting you say that. I just think that Burnley just need these 2 away games out of their way, and then they need the Newcastle game to set them right, because I think the Newcastle game is going to be so important for them. So Glenn's going for a 2-1 to Tottenham. I'll be honest, I can see this being a Tottenham win. Usually when Burnley go to Spurs, they get battered. And believe it or not, I fear a battering here. I won't lie. I'm going to go. I know you're going to hate me for this. Tottenham 5, Burnley 0.
I mean, I can see them winning, obviously, but 5-0, man. Then that means Son will get the golden boot ahead of your guy. Because if they get 5, I can see him getting 2 or something in that game. But very possible, very possible. No defenders there. We are hoping for Pop to have the game of his life, but Tottenham's forward line, as much as I hate to say it, they're looking really good, especially in 2022. So I can definitely see it happening. It's very possible.
Yeah, definitely. I can as well. Let's see what some of you are saying in the chat for Spurs Burnley. Sebastian going for a 3-0 win to Spurs. Yeah, I think it could be easily that. Anyway, let's go for 3-1 win. It was only induction today. I probably start on Monday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. My days off are Sunday and Wednesday. Very good. And I know Chris is going to Wembley tomorrow for the FA Cup final. So safe travels, Chris, and safe travels to everyone who travels there. Tottenham 2, Burnley 0, says Chris. Gunners are super confident against Newcastle, can be tricky. Yeah, but I think you have to say that Newcastle are definitely that kind of team that are definitely on the beach at the moment. Spurs 4-0 win, says Gary. Yeah, I've gone 5-0 Spurs, has to be said. Does then go for a 1-0 win to Tottenham. Spurs TV are in. Hello, hope you're good. Very well done on the point at Anfield, by the way. You guys deserved that point at Anfield. Probably should have won that game as well if you want to really put things to bed there. I do think you should have probably won that. Come on, you Spurs. We finished in the top 4. Who knows? Who knows indeed. Muluglu, I think I pronounced that right. It's Burnley 2, Spurs. What? Ooh, Burnley win. Ooh.
Amen.
Interesting
Amen.
enough. Hello to the lovely Maisie. Hello to the lovely Maisie. Hope you are very, very well. Thank you very much for sharing the stream earlier as well. I do really appreciate that as well. Hi, Maisie. Hate predicting Spurs wins. Yep, I know you. I know the feeling. Spurs 3, Burnley 1. United TV, Mike. Afternoon, mate. Hope you are good. It's good to see a very, very good wee turnout here. Glenn had to hurt. Yes. 1-0 Spurs, says Mike. What's Glenn's thoughts on that ghastly fan channel called AFTV?
I usually don't have problems with what anyone else does, really. But to be fair, I do watch everyone. I do watch all of those guys. I don't really have personal problems with any of them. So I just respect whatever anyone does. So as long as you can get your own living, do what you need to do.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, hello as well. Chris Ross, hope you have a fantastic time at Wembley. Yep, they're toxic. Yeah, they are. It has to be said. But that is now Spurs against Burnley out of the way, and obviously that does mean that that Burnley will have 2 more games after this one. Aston Villa midweek and Newcastle left, and Tottenham after Burnley. They have Norwich. So it's very, very interesting that they've got those 2 easy games out of the way anyway. But now we move on. We move on to Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. 3 wins to Villa, 2 wins to Palace. Last meeting, a 3-0 win for Villa. Obviously, for people who don't know, I think it's been well documented. Patrick Vieira is up for the manager of the season. I have to say, and I think you obviously being an Arsenal fan, you were very, very happy to see Patrick Vieira, because I remember, I think it was 442's magazine that actually had Patrick Vieira to be the first manager to be sacked and Crystal Palace to finish 20th. Like they don't know what they're talking about. But Aston Villa, I thought they were a lot bit unlucky against Liverpool. I won't lie. Thought they were very, very unlucky. They have just re-signed Felipe Coutinho permanently as well. Two teams who have had good seasons, I would say. How do you see this one going?
Both teams are already on the beach, having the time of their lives already. I think last time it was like a 2-2 or something, 2-1 or something.
How do you see Villa Crystal Palace going?
I'd say both teams are already on the beach. Both teams have nothing to play for, really. Mid-table. Can you hear me? I think there's a problem with their connection. Sorry. So yeah, there's both teams already on the beach, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So no, I don't actually think unfortunately, because you can get an interesting game otherwise. Either way, you can still get a 2-2. I think Dag is having a bit of a problem with this connection. So I think both teams will definitely go for it. I think both teams will definitely go for it, because there's nothing really much to play for. Last time I think it was like a 2-2 or 2-1 to one of the teams. And yeah, you're very right on Vieira. He's really changed this team from Roy Hodgson, where they had the likes of Gary Cahill, Mamadou Sakho, those like 30-year-old kind of players about to retire. They really changed that team up, like Olise, Gallagher, young players. Although like most of them are on loan and will end up leaving the team. It's been a very good season for them. You'd actually expect them to be higher. I think they're like 14th or 15th. I actually expected them to be higher, but definitely not 20th. They're not the worst team in the league, and they have very, very good players, new signings. The only thing I usually wonder about Crystal Palace, their goalkeeper. I've never, like, Guaita plays today, and then I think Hennessy plays tomorrow. They are very inconsistent in terms of goalkeepers, but I think they might be able to sort it out next season and maybe replace Gallagher. But I can see game of the week here, because both teams will just go for it. I think Watkins is in for Aston Villa, so I'm going to go for Aston Villa 3, Crystal Palace 2.
Ooh, bit of a goal fest. I like it. I like it very, very much. And yeah, 100% agree about Vieira. Done a fabulous job. And also Mark Guehi, Conor Gallagher and Tyrick Mitchell are up for Young Player of the Season. Very, very well deserved. I agree with you. I think Villa are going to win this. I've gone 2-1. I've gone for the same scoreline that Villa won earlier in the season at Selhurst Park. Absolutely, indeed. Yeah, definitely. Tottenham have an easy run, but they will drop points. I bet they are too inconsistent. Yeah, absolutely. United TV saying, sorry, Glenn, but you ain't getting top 4. Devils United going for a 2-1 win to Crystal Palace. Mike going for a 3-1 win to Palace. Andrew Williams, afternoon. Chris Ross going for a 1-1 draw. Vieira has been shortlisted for the Premier League Manager of the Season. Amazing achievement. And the comments have just gone up there, just very, very quickly. A draw with Zaha scoring 3, says Diz. Hamish Mays. 2-0 Villa, says Gary Richards. Where are your lot going to finish? Villa were great versus Liverpool, 2-1 Villa. 6th Liz, I think it's Manchester United. Spurs 2, Burnley 0, says Andrew Williams. And 3-0 Villa, says Liz Golden. Very, very interesting. The comments don't seem to be working at the moment, but we'll move on. We'll move on to, well, this is a very interesting game because Leeds United have to win. They have to win this. There's been 3 meetings between Brighton and Leeds in the Premier League era, and it is 2 wins to Brighton and 1 draw in there. And the last meeting was a 1-0 win to Brighton. Now, Leeds United have lost Dan James, they've lost Luke Ayling, and I think they've lost Jack Harrison for the rest of the season. Obviously, Ayling and Dan James will be suspended as well. Brighton, well, what can we say about Brighton? 4-0 win over Manchester United. Absolutely fantastic performance as well. And to be fair, Graham Potter's done a very, very good job with Brighton. Is there any way back for Leeds, Glenn, or do you think that's them gone?
I mean, I remember when you're on Maze's quiz one day and you're talking about Swindon conceding 100 goals or something in a season. Like Leeds, if it was like a 40, like if you had 24 teams instead of 20, they would have surpassed that by far. They've been horrible in terms of conceding goals this season. Even after their coach left and the new coach came in, they still conceded a lot of goals. So if you're breaking that kind of record and you're also breaking records in terms of discipline in picking up the most yellow cards, although for us Arsenal fans, like the red cards we've picked up this season, we can't say much about discipline. But Leeds have picked up a lot of yellow cards, the most yellow cards in Premier League history. So if you don't have the quality, you have to at least keep 11 players on the pitch, and they don't do that. And Brighton, United TV would know about Brighton. I mean, it would have been 7 goals last week, to be fair. I mean, Brighton are very, very good attacking wise. They never seem to convert their chances, but in terms of creating and just dominating games, they're very good. Like they drew at Anfield, they beat Arsenal at the Emirates, they beat Tottenham the other day as well. They beat United, so they've beaten like all the big teams. I think they've drawn twice with Chelsea as well. So they're not an easy team. But when it comes to playing against the smaller teams, they've struggled. I think they drew with Norwich 0-0 at home or something. So they usually struggle against the smaller teams. So I'm not going to go for Brighton to win. I'm actually going to go for Leeds to get something here. I don't think they'll just end the season with 6-7 defeats in a row. I think they might get something here. Although I definitely agree with Andrew, like very, very dirty team. I've realized that recently, very, very dirty team. They're like basically like Atletico Madrid. When they're losing, they just start smashing people. So hoping this time they keep 11 men on the pitch. And I'm going to give them a draw. I'm going to give them a draw here. I think Brighton as well, they don't have that much to play for as well. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw here. I'm going to go for Leeds 1, Brighton 1, a point for Leeds. That could be the last point of the season, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you could be right, but I'm going to disagree with you. I think they're going to get battered again. When have Brighton ever won 4-0 in back-to-back games? I'm going to say Brighton go to Leeds and beat them 4-0. I think Leeds are gone. I think Leeds are gone, and the reason is I don't see them beating Brighton, and I don't see them beating Brentford either. I think Leeds are gone.
If that happens, their coach is gone. If they lose 4-0, I'm pretty sure they're going to sack their coach at the end of the season.
I think so. I've never thought he was the right fit either. Leeds 0, Brighton 3. Brian, do us a favour, please. Yeah, I think Mike wants Leeds down. Andrew Williams says Leeds 1, Brighton 3. Yeah, Stuart Dallas is another one. I hate Leeds, but I love the derby. That part of me doesn't want them to be relegated, but I'll still laugh, says Maisie. Leeds losing Bamford has been a killer for them this season. Jesus. Have Bamford out too on injury. Yeah, Bamford's been out injured as well. Also remind me of the football version of Anthony Joshua crumbling biscuit crumbs when they face someone decent. Deary me. Hello, Rennie. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Leeds 1, Brighton 1. Brighton 2, Leeds 0. Leeds has actually been better defensively under Jesse. That's a bit of that's a bit ironic, isn't it? Leeds 2, Brighton. Whoa, Liz going for the Leeds win. Ooh, interesting. Leeds are a dirty team. Can't keep their players on the pitch. Deserve what they get. Yeah, I think I read. Are they now like 100 yellow cards or something now? It's something ridiculous like that.
A new record.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Danny Welb is one of the best strikers in the division when fit. I know most won't agree with that. No, I do agree as well. I'm fine just being in the gym and protein shake. Brighton easy win 2-0. Leeds used to play in the Champions League way back. Yes, they certainly did. Leeds are effing shite, says Jack Mack. Yeah, Jack, I know you watched Leeds the other day. Yeah, it's safe to say you weren't impressed anyway. Jesse Marsh doesn't seem to fit at Leeds. I agree, and is bad for their fans. Jesse Marsh is Michelle Bielsa, long lost brother. Both have to look at defended in dictionary. Chris, yes, like 101 yellows. Oh my gosh. Yes, by far the worst ever. 101 yellow cards. That's too far. That is way too far. as well. But we'll move on. We'll move on because we've got Watford against Leicester City. 3 wins to Leicester, 1 win to Watford, 1 draw. Last meeting, a 1-1 draw. Watford, only 2 home wins all season. They did get a very rare clean sheet the last time out against Everton. Leicester were 3-0 winners over Norwich because let's face it, Norwich and Watford both down, so don't really have a lot to play for. They'll probably want the season to be finished anyway. Jamie Vardy, 150 Premier League goals now for the Leicester front man. Can you see him adding to his tally against Watford?
Make that 153, Doug, after this weekend. Make that 153 goals in the Premier League. Now, everyone is saying Leeds are terrible. This is my worst team in the Premier League, to be fair. Watford, especially at home. I think they've broken the record in terms of conceding the most goals at home. They're even worse than Swindon were back when they were playing in the Premier League. The most goals conceded at home. I remember you guys scored 5 against them. They conceded 3, 4s, 5s again.
Yeah.
I did not agree with bringing back Roy Hodgson. Is it Roy? Yeah, Roy Hodgson. I didn't agree with that decision at all. Just let the guy rest. I did not agree that at all. Like, how many games has he won since he came back? The point he picked up against Everton was the first point he picked up at home for Watford. It feels like he's been here for a year, and this is his first point. Like, they're very, very terrible. Last time they didn't even play their players. I think King didn't play, Dennis didn't play. I think those are the couple of players who are going to leave that club. I don't know if Sissoko played. I think they'll just play their second team once again. I mean, they did well against Everton, got the clean sheet, so I think they'll stick with a few second team players. And Leicester, I don't like praising Leicester for obvious reasons. Anthony and Rene in the chat, for some reason we have a rivalry with Leicester, obviously, because of Maddison and obviously them finishing in the top 6 against us the last couple of seasons. I don't know where that rivalry came from, but I can see them definitely winning this game. Obviously, if they were in the Conference League, still in the final, maybe they'd have rested a few players, but now they only have the league to play for. I can see them ending on a route here. I can see Watford will score, obviously, because Leicester can't defend from corners. I need to put that in. So Watford will probably score from a corner here. So I'm going to go for Watford 1, Leicester City 4. It's going to be a thrashing here, 4-1. And Roy Hodgson, poor guy, he'll need to go back home.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson is going to be leaving Watford anyway at the end of the season. Yeah, I agree with you. I think I'm actually giving Leicester a clean sheet, believe it or not. I'm going to give him a 3-0 win. And I agree with you. I think Vardy's going to get a hat-trick. I think he is going to get a hat-trick. So yeah. We shall see. Gary Richards going for a 2-0 in the Leeds game. American managers call me prejudiced, but not a fan. If not, no. Mikel Arteta signing a new contract, unless it's Ted Lasso. Yeah. Watford 1, Leicester 3, says Nazy. Watford 0, Leicester 3, says Chris. 4-0 Leicester or 3-0 Leicester. Well, you've got to choose one, Rennie. You can't have two. Bet Rennie is happy with my prediction. Yeah. Watford and Leicester could it be the goals match of the weekend. Watford had more home managers compared to wins. I cannot see that being 0-0. Vardy's back and sharp, 3-1 Leicester. Absolutely 100% agree with you. Comments are scrolled up there. Watford 1, Leicester 3, says Liz. No, Arsenal are not sacking Arteta. I'm happy as always, Maisie. Just been arguing with a Chelsea fan on Twitter. I said we have 6 Champions Leagues more than Chelsea. He replied saying the other 4 trophies that was in the Farmers' time don't count. I said, oh, Jesus Christ. Don't argue with people on Twitter, Andrew. Let me just say that. Dull draw with no goals. Watford are shambles, utter shite. Yeah. Let's also say commiserations to Norwich and Watford on their relegation this season. And let's say congratulations to Norwich and Watford on their promotion next season.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
They'll definitely
it feels like that. You don't have 6 UEFA Champions League more than Chelsea. No, we don't. Watford are the vegan club first agreement. Yes, I did see that. Liverpool 6, Chelsea 2. Yes, that's right. Leicester need to fire Rodgers, says Liz. Interesting. Don't forget Fofana's back from injury. Yeah, Roy Hodgson was a waste of time appointment. He is as stale as a pint of bloody out-of-date milk. I love Chris Welsh. She's so funny. I mean, that is 4 more.
Harsh, isn't he?
Yeah, it's harsh. I don't want the likes of Hodgson and Allardyce coming back to management, so stale. Maybe 5-0 Leicester. Daka hat-trick and Vardy with a double. Well, That would be very, very interesting. But the biggest game of the weekend so far is definitely West Ham against Manchester City. Now, I remember a tweet that you tweeted when Real Madrid beat Manchester City. You could see Manchester City scoring potentially 30 goals in their last 5 matches. Well, they scored 15 in their last 5 matches. So whatever you said is quite impressive anyway. But West Ham still got a chance of Europa League football as well. They could potentially knock Manchester United down into the Conference League because a win here for West Ham would actually take them above Manchester United. But West Ham have Brighton away on the last day of the season, so they could potentially do it there as well. But you have to give your hats off to City because they were fantastic against Wolves the other night. Kevin De Bruyne, I mean, 4 goals, Glenn. Just incredible, isn't it?
He could have had 7. And the way he hits the ball with his left foot is very impressive. I've never seen, like, he was definitely my top 10 midfielders of all time, but right now he's definitely getting into the top 5. Like, the way he plays. This season, it's like he said, you know what, I'll not focus on assists. This time I'll try and score the goals. And he's done that. Like, you can see him getting another 5 for the remaining games and getting to 20 as well for De Bruyne. That is crazy. Though I know you guys would really want West Ham to win this game, and I know Maisie and the United fans would want City to probably win because West Ham could go above them. But the record for City in this game, last season I think they won 4-0. The previous season I think they won 5-1. The previous season I think they won 4-0 again. I think they've literally scored like 19 goals in the last 4 visits to London Stadium. It's a big stadium for them to do whatever they want. De Bruyne, Ford, and Marriage. Like it's big enough for them. It's like Wembley where they can do whatever they want. So
yeah,
I mean, West Ham definitely don't have anything to play in. It's Mark Noble's last game, so it would have been great for him to start because it's his last game. But I don't think they can do that because if they do, De Bruyne will run laps around him. So. I'm sorry, Doug. I can see City winning again. Although definitely I'd love West Ham to win, to go above United, so you can see United in the Conference League. I'd definitely love that, seeing United playing against teams from Czech Republic and stuff. I'd definitely love that. But City too strong again. As you said, I said they're going to score 30 goals in the last 5 games. They've scored 15. 2 more games to go, I think. To score another 15, they'll need like 8 or 9 here. they won't get to 30 goals, but I can see them scoring again. I know West Ham is a good team, but they always trash them there. West Ham 2, Man City 4.
Oof. West Ham 2, Man City 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to admit I can't see anything other than a City win. I've been a little bit more kind. I've gone 4-1. I think City are going to be too strong, and don't be surprised if Kevin De Bruyne gets on the score sheet again.
I say too because they don't have any centre backs at all. City.
That's true. Yeah, it'll be Nathan Ake and
probably Rodri.
Potentially Rodri at the back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that could be very, very interesting. And yeah, Mark Noble, I think he may start, may come on in his last game. 2-1 Leicester says Nikola Stojkovic. I think I've pronounced that right. I actually think West Ham will get something from this. Maisie, I hope they do indeed. They are starting firing Arteta. He's a great manager. Shame he's stuck with the Arsenal. Sorry, Glenn. West Ham 2, Man City 2. Ooh, hell of a prediction. Anson 9-0 Leicester. Yeah.
Imagine my surprise. I almost blocked him yesterday for the consistent Arsenal tweets.
And I hope you're good, mate. But I don't see Leicester scoring 9 against Watford. But you never know. I couldn't give a toss. I might have them harsh, lads. Nope. You like to say how it is, Chris, and I like it. I do. Mm-hmm. I do like that. Anyway, 3-0 City says Rennie. West Ham 1, Manchester City 3. We listen higher to Ant. City so hungry 3-0. The comments have just gone well up again. KDB was outstanding. Just different class, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very honestly, Daka hat-trick is a very far-fetched thought. He has not adjusted well. See him doing very well in the Bundesliga or Serie A, but he's not a 15-goal-a-season player, says Adve Nick. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. As well, West Ham 2, shitty 1, a girl can dream, says Liz. My wife asked me to stop singing Wonderwall to her. I said maybe. Oh, dear. Good afternoon, Chris. Thank you very much for tuning in. KDB did Holland celebration. Holland and Manchester also. Bruno, KDB, according to some United fans, shake my head. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is definitely not better than Kevin De Bruyne. Exactly, Andrew. Yes, Glenn, you reminded me West Ham will want to do this for Noble. Yes, absolutely. KDB is ridiculously talented. Good point. Is Noble going? Noble's retiring, Andrew. Noble is retiring at the end of this season. From what I've heard from a West Ham friend, Noble is moving up in the board in some role. Yeah, he's a West Ham lad, West Ham born and bred, one-man club, of course. Where Manchester United on the table, they're currently 6th, but a win for West Ham would take them down to 7th. Andrew is retiring. I predicted a Leicester win, says Glenn. Great servant. Just a request as Chelsea fan, no KDB talks in the chat, please.
I still can't
know.
believe they let him go. Mourinho's just a criminal, man. Salah and De
I
Bruyne.
can't believe Mourinho let Salah go either. That's a thing. Yeah, they did draw on penalties. Fernandinho fit. Fernandinho actually limped off injured, Andrew. So it could be anybody playing at the back. That is for sure. Understandable. Top 4 is over for United. Yeah, top 4 has been over for a long time. West Ham 3, City 3, says Gary Richards. Gary, that would be fun to watch. As KDB made a deal with the devil, no one should be that good. Yeah, KDB is brilliant. Bellerin is a bloody hipster. What would the Terminator be called in his retirement? The Exterminator. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yes. Come to do some dad jokes is interesting. Wolves, Norwich. Is there really any point in previewing this? I mean, Wolves just been battered 5-1 by Manchester City. Norwich have just been beaten 4-0 and 3-0 by West Ham and Leicester City, respectively. Last meeting was a 3-0 win. I'm just going to go off the bat here, and I'm going to say Wolves batter Norwich by 3-0.
If you have some shopping to do for your house, this is the time to do it on Sunday. During this game, you can go out and do your shopping. This is definitely not worth watching at all. It's going to be way too easy. And Wolves don't even score a lot of goals, so it can be a 6-0 or 7-0. So if you have anything else to do, a date to catch up with, you should do it at this time. Norwich are terrible, my goodness. Norwich are absolutely terrible. But as someone said, Dali, they'll definitely be promoted again next season with 98 points, as Maisie told me last week, like 98 points. Norwich are back again next season. So I can see them losing heavily. I'm going to agree. Wolves 3, Norwich 0. They're absolutely terrible. Like, until today, I cannot mention for you 2 good Norwich players. Like, I can't even tell you that they're full defense, like 4 defenders. Brandon Williams, a player who plays for them, is making jokes about them. I mean,
yeah, no, yeah, things are not going very well for Norwich. Let's put it that way. Wolves 2, Norwich 0, says Maisie. I love Chris's jokes. Yeah, I love Chris's jokes as well. Wolves 2, Norwich 0, says Chris. Douglas the Lionheart, he beat you to that dad joke. Yeah, he certainly did. Certainly did. Mo Salah may watch this. There are new American owners in London with cash if he wishes. Yeah, Mo Salah's not going to Chelsea. Sorry, Adve. He ain't going back to Chelsea. 1-0 Wolves. Gary Richards with a few laughing emojis there. Thank you, Rennie. I'll post the check to you. Wolves 4, Norwich 0. I'm still mad at Wolves, yes, but this is the game where they can just let themselves go a little bit. They can go and score so many, and obviously Sunday they do have us at Anfield. So interesting. Wolves 3, Norwich 1.
Norwich to score. Wolves score.
Norwich to score. Well, like Timu Pukki or something.
No chance.
You'd have to tie my tongue on the back of the truck to watch Norwich and Watford, both atrocious as 3 bush moronic YouTubers like Jake Paul thinking he can box. Chris, that's funny. And thanks, Chris. So, another big game for the Ev as they play Brentford at Goodison Park. Now, they did meet earlier in the season, and actually, Brentford beat Everton by 2-1, but Everton did beat Brentford in the FA Cup by 4-1. Everton have the momentum. They did draw 0-0 with Watford. Let's not talk about that game because that was very, very boring. But the big win at Leicester, I think that was the turning point for me. Do you think that result at Leicester has probably now said that Everton are staying in this league?
Yeah, after beating United, Chelsea, and Leicester, 3 games, I expected them to get like 1 point. They've gotten the momentum now. I don't even think they need to win any other game. I think they'll still survive even if they don't win. But now with the momentum, with Brentford with nothing to play for as well, they already had a good season. Their coach is already nominated for coach of the season. I'm not a Liverpool fan like you guys, but I would have loved to see Everton down, just something new to see them in the championship. I'd love to see Blackpool against Everton. I've never seen that before. It's been years, like 12 years. So I'd like to see that again, the championship. I don't think we'll end up seeing that. I can see them winning again, with Charlison probably getting a couple of goals. It's going to be a really good game to watch, though. Everton 3, Brentford 2. Brentford have been really class this season. Like the results they picked up, Eriksen, Tony, Mbuemo, all of them have been really, really good. Their defenders have been getting in with the goals as well. The rain goal has been great. So nothing to be disappointed about. It's already been a good season for them. I think it's already time to build up for next season. But Everton, I think this is their second last game at home. I think they'll pick up a win here and move clear and leave it to Leeds and Burnley.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's going to be many goals in this game. I think Everton will win by 0, but I'm going to go 1-0 Everton. I think they'll scrape this. I think, but yeah, Brentford, fantastic season for them, and yeah, Thomas Frank deservedly up for manager of the season. Jake Paul's a decent boxer if you're a non-boxer. Chris against the season pro though, not so much. What's Chris said here? My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I pack up my stuff and oh dear. Oh dear. I can't stop laughing, Chris. Brentford 5-0. Ivan Toney hat-trick. I don't see Brentford beating Everton somehow. 4-1 Brentford. Decent at pillow fighting. More like, in fact, that's disrespectful to the pillow. He could knock out a pillow. Yeah, definitely. Everton 2, Brentford 1, says Chris. Congratulations, Everton, on your survival, but you're still as irrelevant as cardboard in a recycling bin. I like that. Everton 2, Brentford 1, says Leslie. I have gone 1-0 to the Ev. In this,
it should have been amazing. It would have been amazing for you guys to see them in the championship.
It would have been. But I did have a feeling that they weren't going to go down. I think it was too good to be true. They were one of the one of the teams that have obviously stayed up in the league for a long time. Anyway, Everton 1, Brentford 1, says Maisie. Very interesting stuff indeed. Now we will go to your guys because you are playing Newcastle United. Now, funnily enough, you actually have won. I think if I'm right in saying the last 6 games against Newcastle, home and away, and you've got a pretty good record at St James's Park. Now, this is obviously Newcastle United's last home game of the season. Arsenal's last away game of the season. Now, obviously, Tottenham will have gone 2 points ahead of you if they do beat Burnley. So the pressure is definitely on. But is this the kind of game you see potentially like Newcastle just being on the beach, just trying to play for pride at the end of the day to put a show on for their fans? But how do you see this one going? And do you feel that you can go to Newcastle and get the victory?
Never in my life have I been this scared about going away to Newcastle. It feels like we are going away to Man City. That's how it feels like. And you've said you have a very good record away to Newcastle and at home as well. They haven't even scored a goal against us for 4 years. Yet we are this scared of them because of what we're trying to do and trying to get that top 4. Obviously, there's a couple of things that worry me. Obviously, one, it's Newcastle final home game of the season. They'll be pumped up for that. Number 2, it's a Monday night game. These Thursday night games and Monday night games, we absolutely get trashed. Crystal Palace put 3 against us on a Monday night. You saw what happened yesterday on a Thursday night. Tottenham put another 3 against us. We always tend to get red cards on Monday nights and Thursday nights. I don't know why, but I'm very worried about that as well. It's going to be tough. Another thing, Wilson and Trippier are back. They'll be very motivated for this. Wilson will be looking to get another one of a few goals he's gotten this season. Trippier as well. Last home game. And the pressure. I really wanted us to get done with the Tottenham game. I did not want us to go to the last 2 games because I know how much we panic. Even though these are new players who've not been at Arsenal before, the likes of Ramsdale and Tomiyasu, they're just players who are here this season. There's still those other players who've been there. Xhaka, El Neni, although Holding is suspended, all these players have been there when you can call it bottling, but we've never been this close to top 4. I know people are always saying celebrating top 4, but it's different when you've been away for 6 years or something. It's really different. You just want to get back there so that you can change that mentality of, oh, I don't think you can qualify for the Champions League. It's just like our away record at United and Chelsea, especially. When we finally got that win away at United, I was like, finally, man, it had been 15 years or something since we won there. And then now you can actually feel like you can win that. So if we get top 4, then we can at least believe in ourselves to do it again next season. I would not be surprised if we qualify this season and not again next season. But it's going to be a really, really hard game. I can see Newcastle scoring. I'd actually not be surprised if they kill our hopes in this game. But I'm just going to be positive and say Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2.
Oh, interesting. I don't think Newcastle are going to score. I'm actually giving Arsenal clean sheet, and I don't know if that's going to.
We don't have defenders, Doug. We don't have defenders.
You don't have defenders.
Gabriel is injured. Chien is injured. Holding is suspended. I mean, we are going to have to play Tomiyasu at centre back and a half with Ben White. So with Wilson and Wood there, especially, we had gone the entire season without conceding a corner, and then we've conceded the last 2 games. So Wood and those guys, Lascelles, would definitely, I can see them scoring a corner for some reason.
Interesting. Yeah, I've gone 2-0 Arsenal. I do think that you will get the win. And I do think being a point ahead of Spurs is absolutely massive, because I think what's going to happen this week, I think Everton will probably be safe from relegation, and then I think you could just go into that final game knowing that you can get the Champions League. And I am going to go for a 2-0 win for you guys against Newcastle. A girl could dream Everton could have been relegated, Douglas. Yes, they could have easily been relegated. I want Everton to stay up so we can keep beating them. Yeah, that's true. 3 more games left in the Premier League. Everton 0, Brentford 10, hopefully, says Jack Mack. Yeah, I don't think Brentford are going to finish don't think Everton are going to get beat by 10-0, but that would be amazing if they could do. Newcastle 0, Arsenal 2, says Chris Welsh. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2, says Maisie. Newcastle 1, the Arse 2. Arsenal should finish 4th. It's still in their hands, but it's Arsenal. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. 4-0 Arsenal, says Rennie. 4-0. Ooh, interesting.
I'd love that. Make it comfortable for once. I'd love that.
Aye, that would be very, very good. Well, we have secured Perisic. Liverpool, Arsenal, beware. You have a dad's army running towards you next year. Perisic is signed for Chelsea, is he? Interesting.
He's been playing as a left wing back this season.
A left wing back? Wow, I did not know that. Arsenal 4-0 win, says Gary. There you go. Everyone's going for big Arsenal wins, Glenn.
I love to see
very
that.
Confident
a bit
as
of
well.
Confidence, yeah.
Both Spurs and Arsenal serial bottlers. Both teams will drop points next 2 match weeks. If Tottenham draw with Burnley, then that's it for me, because I think Arsenal have got that in the bag. Arsenal do have tougher fixtures, so I'm not wrong. Everton did beat you. Yeah, they did, but at the Emirates, final day of the season, not a chance. Not a chance. Xhaka red card.
It could be anyone, Liz. It could be anyone. It could even be Ramsdale. Like, the number of red cards we've got in this season.
Yeah. Eddie Howe, I can't lie, has been brilliant. It pains me to say he deserves to be shortlisted for manager of the season. Yeah, Newcastle were bottom of the league with 7 points, and they are now on 43 points. It's been a fabulous, fabulous run for them as well. Mays, I agree, he's done a remarkable job. Winshaw, maybe Jacka gets a red card. If there was a car crash, Jacka was driving the car. Yeah. Who has had more red cards, Arsenal or Leeds? Oh.
I think it's us. We've picked up. Okay, in all competitions, I'm pretty sure it's us because we've picked up a couple in the other, I think, Carabao Cup or something. Yeah, Leeds have picked up a lot of yellow cards. We've definitely picked up red cards. I don't think they'll have more than us. I think maybe similar number of red cards, but yeah, we've definitely. I hate it. I hate the red cards, especially in the big games. We always do that.
Yeah, definitely. Arsenal winning is bad for AFTV, says Chris Welsh. Now, there is a game on Tuesday, and Liverpool obviously going into the FA Cup final. They go to a Southampton side who, let's be honest, Southampton are in no form at all. I think it's thankful that their early points that they got has obviously kept them up because they are not in any good form at all. Southampton actually beat Liverpool last season at St Mary's, but surely Liverpool will be too strong for this Southampton side. Surely.
Obviously, you have a very big game on Saturday. Obviously, expect the full team to start. The likes of Thiago, Trent, Robertson, all of them will start in that one. And then you have how many days to rest? Probably like 3 days to rest before this game. Yeah, Southampton have been terrible. I think the last win they picked up was against us, unfortunately, but they've been really, really bad. And they're already comfortable. They're not going down. They're not going up. They're not finishing the Conference League. So they're already comfortable. Most of their players are already on the beach already. So yeah, it's going to be a Liverpool win. I know they beat you last season and they drew with Man City this season, a couple of months ago at their place. So Liverpool will definitely win this one, but Southampton will score. They'll probably score maybe from a free kick. What Prowse to add to his number of free kicks he scored. So I'm going to go for Southampton 1, Liverpool 3. It's going to be 3 points for you guys. And just imagine if City lose. It's going to be a goal difference thing at in the last game of the season. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I know. This is this kind of game where I'm like, well, Southampton have been beaten 9-0 by Leicester. They've been beaten 9-0 by Manchester United. Surely Liverpool are going to go and score 9. We've scored 6 against Southampton in the past. We have scored 6 at Southampton in the past, but that was the League Cup a wee while ago. Anyway, but Southampton are just not in the form at all, and I just feel that we can go there, express ourselves. Even if we rest a couple of players, I think we'll be way too strong for Southampton.
I remember there's a couple of seasons ago where you went to Southampton at a crucial part of the season where Salah made that run and ran past people and scored from outside the box. Yep. I think it was like the season where you won the title, the season where you missed by 1. I can see the same happening in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going 3-0. I'm going 3-0 Liverpool. I don't see Southampton scoring. Arsenal and Everton joint first with 4 red cards this season. 4. Wow. Very interesting.
At least you're top of the table somewhere.
Yeah. Southampton 1, Liverpool 3, says Chris. Just checked. Mad. Yeah, it is mad. Glenn, I really think you're a good guy. Shame you're an Arsenal fan. Liverpool 5th.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You should be feeling sorry for me.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for Arsenal fans, especially after losing the North London derby yesterday.
The way you say that in such a kind way, like you really do feel sorry.
I do. I honestly do. Liverpool 15-0 win. Yeah, because there's some grounds where you're like, yeah, Anfield, just get that out of your head. At least you're not playing there for the rest of the season. The Etihad, Tottenham, Goodison. That's another place you can't seem to get to win at the moment. Old Trafford's another one. 6-0 Liverpool, says Rennie. Southampton 0, Liverpool 3. So Mays going for the same as me, as is Liz. Southampton are on the beach with their shorts and bloody strawberry cocktail in their hand. Oh, cocktail would be lovely right now. I liked it when we beat the Southampton 9-0. We are a million miles away now. Yes, you certainly are. if City drop points, I'll be awake for a week going over the season in my head. Yeah, where the title was won and lost, you would have to say there. I hope Southampton are already lighting the candles and spreading the rose petals across the bed for us. Yeah, I think it could be a very interesting game anyway. Southampton need a white flag with the amount of batterings that they've had. Yeah, definitely indeed. Imagine we beat Southampton again 9-0. That would be funny as anything. I feel sorry for Glenn, who forced him to support a club like Arsenal last
Thierry
game.
Henry, blame him.
Could blame Thierry Henry. Chris Strawberry Cocktail says, Maisie. Says now Liverpool 7. We need goals and Mo wants that golden boot. Southampton are in the Weatherspoons, according to Gary Richards as well. Yeah, this is the last home game for Everton, so they need to make advantage of this being their last home game. They go then play Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have Everton and Manchester United remaining as well. And there is a first time for a first. Crystal Palace have never beaten Manchester United at Selhurst Park. So that's obviously next Sunday. So fingers crossed for this one. But I don't know about you, Glenn, but I just feel that this game has draw written all over it for me. Palace are going very well under Vieira. Everton sort of started to find their feet again under Frank Lampard. How do you see this one going?
First of all, bloody hell, it feels like Everton are playing every single 2 days. I feel like this is the fourth game we are predicting for Everton already in this prediction game. I mean, they're playing every single day. How many games in hand do they have? My goodness. I can see them losing this one, though. They'll beat Brentford and lose this one, like at home. Crystal Palace. There's a season where Crystal Palace were really good away from home. And this season they've tried like balance it out, but I can see them winning this one. I can see them winning it comfortably. Gallagher, obviously, those players again that you mentioned. I can see them winning this one 3-1. Everton will probably be comfortable and end up losing the last 2 games. So I'm going to go for Everton 1, Crystal Palace 3. This is the kind of games Zaha really likes to shine. You can see him getting a double here. Those kind of away games, they've won away to Norwich. Those kind of teams, I think they put a couple past Burnley as well. So 2 last victories for Crystal Palace against Everton and against United as well. I know those United fans know it. I know the likes of Mason know it. It's going to be a win for Crystal Palace again.
Yeah,
they'll finish with 2 wins in a row.
I think so. I'm going to go for a draw. I think it's going to end up in a 1-1 draw. But I just think Everton will be safe anyway. Southampton in the mud. What's wrong with you, Chris? Well, sounds moody. Just my usual self. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Peter. Everyone, Crystal Palace 1. Neverton 1, Palace 2, says Liz. 2-1 Palace, Zaha and Conor Gallagher. Everton 0, Palace 1. Very interesting indeed. But we do have one more game for Burnley. Yeah, Burnley are playing twice this week as they go back to play Aston Villa. Villa did beat them 3-1 a week, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Recently is that, or actually, I think it was maybe last weekend actually that they did that. I'm going to be honest. I think, as I've said, Burnley just need to get these 2 away games out of the way because I can't see them beating an Aston Villa side at Villa Park. And I think Aston Villa need to just have all their expertise to try and get something from Manchester City on the final day. Yes, I'm praying that happens, but I just don't see it. But for me, I don't see Burnley scoring. I think Villa are going to win this game by 2-0. How do you see this one?
I mean, I bet Aston Villa wish they would have been playing Burnley every single week, literally. I think they would have definitely loved that. Definitely love that. Burnley will have lost to Tottenham, the way we predicted it, and Aston Villa would have beaten their opponents over the weekend. And Aston Villa will probably be comfortable, and Burnley will try and get one more win this season. And I can see them getting it in this game. Aston Villa will be comfortable, and they'll underestimate Burnley. And this will be a very weird prediction, but if it happens, Aston Villa 1, Burnley 3 in this one. Burnley with a couple of set pieces to get the last win of the season. No one expected them to, but Burnley being Burnley in the last couple of games of the season, they know how to do it. A couple of corners here and there, probably Tarkowski will be back or Ben Mee. One of them, I had Ben Mee, could be back before the end of the season. So I can see them winning this one after Aston Villa are too comfortable probably. So 3-1 to Burnley for this one.
Wow, that's been very, very bold, I think, is the safest thing. Although Gary Richards disagrees, he's going for a 0-0 draw. And then Maisie says, I think this will be a boring game. If Palace beats United, I'm buying a Palace top. The first time's the first. Villa 1, Burnley 1, says Maisie. Aston Villa 3, Burnley 0, says Chris Welsh. Liz with 3 broken hearts from Maisie. Mike Jackson, caretaker impact now over. Yes, I would agree. I think that is definitely. Villa 3, Burnley 0, says Liz. Sorry, Maisie. I forgive you because we are crap. Laughing out loud. Villa 4, Burnley 0, says Gary Richards. 2-2 draw. I support Dan all the way. Yeah, Dan Turfmoor House, of course. 2-2 draw. Very interesting. Michael Jackson moonwalking his team to the championship. Nah, I think Burnley are going to be safe. I think Leeds are gone. Maze, I really like you, but my hate for United goes back to childhood, and I am old, says Liz Golden. Yes, absolutely. And we have finally made it. We have made it to the last game of the predictions this week, and it is Chelsea against Leicester City. Yeah, Chelsea are on a bit of a weird run at home at the moment. Haven't won in their last 4 at home, and a 2-2 draw with Wolves didn't help matters either. They did win 3-0 against Leeds. Let's be honest, that Leeds-Chelsea game was one-sided. Once Dan James was sent off, there was only one team that was going to win it for me there as well. Leicester, I mean, in the past, they've had some good results against Chelsea, but I just think going to Chelsea, I think Chelsea will secure Champions League football. They've all been secured anyway, in my honest opinion. But just to be safe, I'm going to go for a Chelsea 2, Leicester City 1.
I can see Chelsea winning, definitely. I agree. Last home game of the season, and second last, I think they're playing Watford as well at home. But last 2 home games, I can see them picking 6 points. I had people talking about Tottenham or Arsenal getting past them. I never saw it. I've always predicted them to finish third since January. I couldn't see them getting to second or first or to fourth or fifth. They always had enough. But yeah, you're very right in terms of home matches. They've been terrible. I think they lost to Real Madrid, lost to Arsenal, lost to Brentford, and they're losing by 3-4 goals in all of those matches. Again, bottled the 2-0 against Wolves. Leicester, they'll win this weekend, and they'll have nothing else to do. And I can see Chelsea putting 3 past them. But Leicester will probably score, and then Lukaku probably will get another one. It depends. I don't know how the result will be in the FA Cup final, so I don't know how motivated they will be for this one. Maybe the reason why they've been conceding all those goals is because the likes of Rudiger not really giving it their all. They know they're going to be leaving. Christensen, those kind of players. We're not sure if Aspilicueta is going to be there. I think he signed a 1-year contract, but he's not going to be there for too much long anyway. So 3-1 to Chelsea for this one.
3-1 Chelsea. Yeah, I think you're right. As well. Yeah, Rudiger, Christensen, Chelsea. I spoke to Ankit yesterday of Almighty Blues FC, and he's actually pretty glad that Christensen is going. But how big of a loss is Rudiger?
Oh, huge. He's one of those defenders who are tough defenders. You cannot get past him. Like when I see, for example, no disrespect to Wolves, but someone like Fabio Silva coming up against Rudiger, you just laugh because he's nowhere near. Like he's very, very strong. I can see him making Real Madrid's defense stronger. Real Madrid's defense is not that great. Like Nacho, Militao, this kind of players, they usually rotate it a lot. So I can see Rudiger definitely improving them. It's going to be a huge loss for them. I think he's definitely Chelsea's best defender. And without him, it's Sarr who's playing or Chalobah, and they've not been like that great this season at all. So Rudiger is a huge loss for them. So hoping they don't get a perfect replacement for him next season so that you can get that third position next time.
Yeah, no, that's very, very true. You said it's always bloody Burnley. Yeah. Lola, as I was brought up the same way, hate for Pool, City, Leeds and Newcastle. Chelsea 2, Leicester 2.
Maisie hates the whole league. She's mentioned like 10 teams there.
Yeah, I know. Chelsea 4, Leicester 1. 4-1 Chelsea. 3-0 Leicester, Jamie Vardy hat-trick. Oh, Rennie. Go to Chelsea, win 3-0. That'd be something if you could do it. Chelsea 1, Leicester 2, says Liz. 0-0 draw, says Gary. Gary, how many 0-0 draws have you
Yeah, I was
predicted,
just
mate?
about to ask that. I mean, we're not going to be watching any games this weekend if you have to follow Gary's predictions.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I don't think many people will be watching that. Vardy is a goal by mile. Lukaku isn't goal anymore. When was Lukaku a goal? Uh, that's if you had the choice on who to watch this season, who would you choose, Norwich or Watford? For me, that's like choosing between Gemma Collins or Heather Shaw from EastEnders. Oh,
Yeah, they're both
Chris.
terrible, to be fair. Very, very poor teams. I actually don't want to see them back again next season. Like, it's too easy playing against them. Norwich, especially, every time I see them playing, it's too easy, man. It's too easy. So I wouldn't want to see them again next season, to be honest, but they'll probably come back with 98 points.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that concludes another Premier League predictions. I'll just go for what we have predicted firsthand. So Tottenham 5, Burnley 0. You've gone for a 2-1 win to Tottenham. Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 1. Glenn's gone 3-2 Villa. I've gone Leeds United 0, Brighton 4. I don't know if that's optimism or just being stupid. And you've gone for 1-1 draw. Watford 0, Leicester 3 that I've gone for. You've gone 4-1 to Leicester. I've gone 4-1 Manchester City. You've gone 4-2 City because of no defenders, of course.
Yeah.
Wolves, we both agreed on this one. 3-0 win to Wolves. For Everton, Brentford, you've gone 3-2 Everton. I've gone 1-0 Everton. Newcastle, Arsenal, I've gone 2-0 Arsenal. You've gone 2-1 Arsenal. So we shall see. Southampton, Liverpool have gone for a 3-0 win to Liverpool. You've gone 3-1. Everton Palace have gone for a 1-1 draw. You've gone 3-1 Palace. Different of opinion this one. I've gone 2-0 Villa. You've gone 3-1 Burnley. So we'll see what happens in that one. And Chelsea Leicester, I've gone 2-1. You've gone 3-1 Chelsea. Glenn, thank you very much for coming on. And obviously, I will let you know how you do later in the week. I can't believe it's the second last weekend of the Premier League season. It's pretty mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we get that top 4. I'd have a very good summer, but if we fail on the last day or something, it would be another painful 3 months, hoping we get players in. So the season has ended really quickly. I think it's been a great season, especially for us. It's not been like Arsenal of 2004 or anything, but it's been a good season in terms of players like Ramsdale shocking other people and Tomiyasu, players like that. It's been a great season for us. And also for the league in general, we've had that championship going to the end of the season, probably. Liverpool and City. We are used to City winning it early, or Liverpool winning it early, or Chelsea winning it early. We're also having a relegation battle until the last day. We're also having a top 4 battle until the last day. We're having a Europa League conference battle until the last day. A couple of finals to look forward to. I think he'll win this weekend, by the way, in the FA Cup. That's another final to look forward to. We have I think Europa League next week, final against Real Madrid. So a lot to look forward to. It's been a great season.
Yeah, it certainly has as well. We'll go through the last couple of comments as well. Huge loss, tough German defender. Yeah, he's fantastic. Bloody hell, Chris Wells so brutal. Don't forget we're getting James Ward-Prowse in the summer. Are you ready? I've not heard anything about that. Pray for Arsenal. Yeah, pray. Indeed. Lukaku been acting like a goat all season in a bad way. Stop. Glenn, I will pray for you, but can't pray for the Arsenal. Enjoyed the show, guys. Thank you very much, Maisie. Appreciate that. Saying that the animal goat moves more like Lukaku. That's funny. That is funny. Great show. Take care, lads. Says Chris Welsh. Referees have been terrible, though. Yes, they have. Great show, gents. Thank you, Jack, Mac. And Rennie says, yes, we are. Glenn, thank you very much for coming on. Just tell people where they can find you.
Thank you for having me on. I hope you really don't beat me for the 4th time this season in a prediction game. Surely not. It's almost like it's almost like Liverpool and Arsenal again. You're always beating us all the time. It's crazy. Glen Kightley, if you just search for everything Arsenal, it should come up, and also for general football content for the teams, everything football.
Absolutely, it's been an absolute pleasure, and yeah, guys, if you have missed the live show, then please obviously watch it on playback and leave your predictions in the comment section down below, because you actually have an extra day to make your predictions, because there's no games on Saturday except the FA Cup final, and then the Premier League action actually returns at 12 o'clock on 12 o'clock on Sunday with Tottenham against Burnley. So very, very interesting. The last comment: you're both fired with your predictions. Don't worry, Glenn. There we go. And Gary's just saying, great show, lads. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button on Everton Arsenal and Everton Football as well. Just very, very quickly, how close are you to 1K on your Everton Football?
Like 140, but it's a 140 subs to that one. On that one, sorry.
And how far are you 10K from Everton Arsenal?
Like literally like 50 subs away, literally. It's
there
like
you
50
go.
away.
Yeah, please go and check out Glenn's fabulous channels. And yeah, if you want to see me predicting on his channel 3 times in a row, then go and check that out anyway. But yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every single one of you. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'll be back on Monday. I am doing a live watch along of the Europa League final between Rangers and Eintracht Frankfurt. That'll be on Wednesday. Really looking forward to that game. And then the week after, I will be doing a live watch along of AS Roma versus Feyenoord. So a lot of good content coming up on this channel as well. But until then, have a lovely rest of your weekend. Hopefully Liverpool beat Chelsea tomorrow in the FA Cup final. And hopefully Arsenal get top 4. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? We'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye, friends.